Okay, kids, it's, I hope you're enjoying the song.
Happy Monday!
Yeah, everybody, just enjoy the song for a minute.
Okay.
Let me get my little baseball bat. Hang on. Oh, this is it.
Yep.
So it says, look, this. What's that say?
Live.
Okay, and what does this say?
Fuck you.
How does it say that? Oh, are you...
It says don't do it this way anymore. Do me a favor.
What? You know, it's available on multiple apps.
I know it's available on your app.
I didn't do this to you or anybody else.
You did it on purpose.
I did not.
Happy
Here,
Monday.
look, it's right here. Look, right there.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that all right now?
I'm alright. God.
Yeah, 911. What's the emergency?
I can't get the show on my computer or my phone.
Okay, well then listen to the music. But I'm gonna stop the music. All right. You don't have. You gotta have it. That's it.
I've got it.
Oh man.
I told you I had it. I'm talking to people.
Nice.
I said Happy Monday.
She's talking to people. I heard you, but I didn't know whether you were. It gets scary out here with you. I feel like Swiss Family Robinson.
You would not want to take me to space. You would not. Go away. It's Colby's mother.
What?
It's Colby's mother.
You're on the. What?
I'm telling you.
We're not available right now, so please leave a message or visit us.
No. I will be back after a word from our sponsor.
Okay.
Most of you know I live in Southwest Florida now, and one of my favorite places to grab a bite to eat is Jason's Deli. Scott and Diana Willis have been in business here for over 20 years. The truth is, Jason's Deli has bigger choices of better food. You can eat healthy and enjoy the taste of quality ingredients. They're open 7 days a week for dine-in, pick-up, or deli delivery. With 4 convenient locations from Naples to Cape Coral, Florida, they are a must-try. Jason's Deli, where all good things come from wholesome ingredients. And Bradley's Jewelers in South
No,
Florida.
we have.
What's that?
That's Mrs. Claus.
I hope everybody had a great weekend. We did.
Yeah, what did we do?
Watched a really good race yesterday.
That was a really
from
good race.
Qatar.
Yeah, Qatar, Cutter, Smacker. I know. What? I'm sorry, guys.
His mind is fried.
It's like somebody hit me in the head and I'm seeing stars.
It wasn't me.
No, I got it over here.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. So today on the show, Orca, this is
A potpourri. No, what do they call it?
Pot-
Potluck.
Potluck Monday. Well, I don't know if you've ever had any luck with pot, but keep trying.
Oh, wait. Thank you, Gail.
Oh, wait. Wait. Right, I promised you guys an answer about something, didn't I? I promised that I would tell you about
Pie cake
my
in.
post from this afternoon. But, far be it from me to simply tell you. You really must see, take part in the experience. So I've done this.
Gail sent us for Thanksgiving.
Oh, and there it is. So you're saying to yourself, well, okay, Steve, what is that? Well, those would be that would be oat crunch on the outside, and the filling between the fillings is a cinnamon buttercream. Then the first layer of cake on what would be the top up here
Yep.
is spice cake, and here's all the different
on the very,
things.
very top is the apple filling.
Oh, the apple filling, then the
Correct.
spice cake, then the. I'll let it go around again. It's my
Okay.
show.
Yeah.
I mean,
You can
um,
do what you like.
that's right.
Okay.
So anyway,
And
well,
then
here
what?
it comes again.
Where is it?
It's coming. Just give it a minute. Okay, so then that's pumpkin pie in the middle.
With pumpkin pie crust.
No, it's not pumpkin pie. It's oat nut crust.
No, on the bottom of the pumpkin pie, I look.
Oh no,
It's got
not
pie
on the.
crust.
No, it's like a whole pumpkin pie, and then there's a pecan pie,
And-
pie cake, and there's the different things.
And then there's that cinnamon buttercream frosting. So it's pie and cake.
Yeah, it's a takeoff on Turduncan. Now, I'm sure all you Upper East Siders know about that. What is that?
I think that originated down in Louisiana or something.
I think it's yeah.
I would never have that. But we have had a pie cake and
Yeah, we have had pie cake in
two
before.
Thanksgivings ago.
And props to Gail. Thank you. This is an unexpected pleasure, and we love it. And
We've already had 2 slices.
yeah, these are our pictures. So, but no, it's good. It's good. It's
Really,
good.
It's delicious.
And it came perfect. So there you
Yeah.
go. And that's it's. See, there's the. This
So,
is the
Thank you, Gail.
filling. So yeah, thank you, Gail.
Yes.
That's good. Very, very good. And then let's see what else is exciting. Oh, how about this? Boom. Oh, the old Vernon Kelton band finally got a band picture.
Yay!
This is what I call progress. You get the picture in the same year that you do the rehearsal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's-
and now you just got a message from Tony.
Chestnut.
No, maybe.
No. Tony who?
Casaza. Hello, Steve from Mamaroneck, New York.
Tony.
Casazza. Casaza.
Oh, Mamaroneck, New York. Of course, man. Yeah. Well,
Good.
see now, I've been gone a long time. Greetings to. Are you in Mamaroneck now? Are you there now? Currently, residing in Mamaroneck? Although I loved my time in White Plains, I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done. I think this.
After being in Florida for 17 years.
Yeah. And it's
Can't
not.
go back.
Yeah. But,
Just can't go back.
okay. Wow. I'm now live on the YouTube channel.
Yeah,
This is
she's
all-
still there.
Who's still there? Oh, Tony.
Yes.
Oh, cool. That's good, man.
Yeah.
I hope it's. I loved Westchester. Growing up in Westchester County was amazing. I couldn't have done the things that I did or grow up the way that I did and have the opportunities that I did without having grown up there. You know, for all the experience and all the. It was the perfect place to be a Davy Crockett kind of kid in the woods. Or then you could do the most, whatever the high-tech version of anything was at the time, whether it was go-karts or mini bikes, or it was a great place to grow up. A lot of kids, and just
Close to the city.
yeah, we used to hop on a train and be in Manhattan in minutes. Amazing.
Okay, so tonight on Secrets.
Let me get rid of Vernon.
I'll get rid of Vernon. Secrets and Symbols.
Right, we're jamming on Secrets and Symbols tonight. We're just going to, well, we asked you for your input. We gave input. We got input from you. And we're going to see what it yields. I have no idea. I know I gave some input. And I'm not sure if everything that we got was. It's a lot.
What? You're not sure if everything we got, it's a lot.
It's a lot. I'm not sure if everything we got is going to make it onto
Oh,
the.
you didn't say that part of the sentence.
Oh, you knew what I was thinking, didn't you?
No,
Come
I
on.
did not know what you were saying. at
You.
all.
Oh.
And I don't think the viewers did either.
They did.
No,
And
I don't think so.
look at all those thumbs up.
Yeah, no, I see laughing faces.
Really? Where?
They're gone now.
Okay, well, anyway, so,
No show on Thursday because we are celebrating Thanksgiving.
No show on Thursday because
right.
we're celebrating
But
Thanksgiving.
we'll be back for Free for All Friday.
And it's amazing. We haven't, for years. Did we ever have my mother for Thanksgiving?
When we lived on Natoma.
That was the time?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, we haven't done what, if you live within striking distance of White Plains, you're obligated to come
Well,
to
no,
the...
that was Christmas, actually, because that's when Cody died. And she was there, remember?
Okay, well, oh yeah, we wouldn't have... she wouldn't have stayed from, Thanksgiving
No,
to Christmas.
no. No.
Not that big a town.
No, but it was the same. That's when we were making turkey for Christmas.
Well, okay, so that was our first Thanksgiving down here?
Yep.
I guess it was, yeah,
Yeah.
right? Wow.
But she was not
Well,
with us. She came down for Christmas.
Anyway, yeah, okay. It's, I digress. This is not therapy,
No.
and you'll be all right. Don't worry about it.
And believe it or not, he's never been to therapy.
No, I've never been therapy.
Me neither.
I sometimes wonder, is therapy supposed to work? And if it is, why does it go on for so long?
Why don't they cure you?
Yeah, but no. You know what? We can't dance around here because I cannot. There are a lot of people that therapy is really good for. I just don't think would be one of them. It's nothing that, I went to enough school counselors to know that
I never
I wasn't telling them
I didn't
shit.
even know we had a school counselor.
And I don't mean, I don't mean to make light of that. I really don't. It's because you can't live the way we did now. It's just not the world for it. You would never get away with it.
How come you went to the counselor? Did a teacher make you go there?
To where?
The school counselor.
Oh, yeah. Guidance counselor?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just, yeah.
I guess they just figured, hey, there's no use in sending her there.
No, they weren't
Nobody
wasting
told
it.
me to go there. I didn't even know about it until I got out of school, that there was guidance counselors.
Well, that's obvious.
I got sent to the principal's office a lot. And not to a guidance counselor.
Wow. Well, I think guidance counselor, you go to the guidance counselor when they still think there's hope.
Yeah, you hear these people saying, oh, the guidance counselor told me I shouldn't try to be this when I
you
graduate.
know what? See, that's wrong. I mean, that's what. All right, we're not going there.
No.
Brad, Colby, where are you guys?
Well, it's not quarter after.
It's not? It's
No,
14
you're stuck
after.
with
I'm
me.
worried. What?
You're stuck with
I'm
me.
never stuck with you. Oh, Brad, send me the
What?
send me the link when you can. Oh,
Oh,
there's Brad.
no. He doesn't have a link to come in.
No, he does. But here, he found it.
Okay.
He's learning stuff, Brad. He's learning a lot of stuff.
Okay, good. Where is he?
He's coming. This guy forgot the wine in the car. Come in. Oh, see, Brad / Colby Congress.
Oh, that's new.
Well, yeah, I'm telling you, they're learning stuff.
Yeah.
Now they're gone.
What's that a secret symbol for?
That's a secret
Haven't
symbol
learned
for.
enough.
Oh, you know what? I've been doing this long enough. I know what goes on this end when something goes wrong. What am I doing?
The monkey's flying the ship.
I'm flying. Hey,
Hi.
how we doing?
For some reason, I experience all this crazy stuff, but I got it again.
Yeah, we've experienced some crazy
Yeah,
stuff too.
we've had some. Yeah, it gets a little. Yeah, it's. I tell you, I don't know. Is it a moon thing? I never really got that whole phase of the moon. It's like
It was a full moon Friday.
it's been a crazy ass day.
But you know what? It's going to be a great evening.
Okay, well then, you know what? I'm ready. I got my constellations behind me, and we're good to go.
Okay.
Well, you know, the first thing out is I cannot believe some of the unique coincidences that have taken place in the last 7 days on this potluck schedule. And I'll start off with this. Let's see here. The first piece that Sue Lucente sent us, I number one have to thank her for sending me the quintessential perfect piece of the puzzle. This is a very simple drawing of a horse that really has a lot of interesting significance. And I have to say, she really hit it out of the park. If Sue doesn't know what this symbol is, we're going to have fun. I hope she's watching.
I don't see her in here, and she's usually like the first one in here.
Let me see my Sue over
I
here.
hope she's all right. Hey, Sue, where are you?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
She's in there.
You see her?
Yeah.
Well, I'm waving. Thank you for something awesome. Check this out.
Her favorite band. What? Yeah, this is her in real time.
Oh, okay.
Yes, she is.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
She's
Oh,
the
wow.
one that's on Twitch.
This is actually a image taken in Uffington, Oxford, England, and it is called the White Horse, and it dates back 3 or more thousand years old. It is in the Bronze Age, pre-Neolithic. I mean, this is like really old stuff. This
Is it
piece.
made out of rocks?
So here's where it gets really interesting. Here we go. On this is the side. As you're walking up to this hillside, you can actually see how immense this is. It's several football fields long.
Yeah, I know. I know. Hey, there's Cleopatra.
I'm riding in on a white horse.
Oh, I see. Okay.
She's smoking.
Hey guys,
Hey, that's amazing.
What
but
is it made out of?
What is it made out of?
Yeah.
So what they did was they actually carved a trail into the mountainside about a foot deep. And when they carved that trench, underneath there was this stone, and they filled it in with white chalk.
Oh, wow.
And this very special piece.
It was not the sheep. Who did this?
Yeah. Who did what to the sheep?
Who filled it in? No. This is
Do we know
where
who
men
made
and
it?
men and sheep are nervous. Who?
Yeah, that's
now,
right.
when you say white chalk, what do you mean white chalk? Isn't that just like
Like
what's
lime?
grass?
So they took like chalk and they broke it
Lime.
and they kind of melded it in there.
To create like just a white look?
Right.
And it's lasted all these years?
Yeah.
It's like thousands of years.
Yeah, but it has been considered to be a national treasure site, actually an international treasure site, where they actually go through and they groom it to make sure it's magnificent.
And if you touch it, you get hair on your palms.
Is it like Stonehenge? They don't know where it came from?
You know, I'm glad you brought up Stonehenge because it actually has much to do with the time frame.
You know how large it is?
Yeah, several football.
I definitely
Yeah.
see the scale of it. Yeah.
It's just immense. I mean, I needed to make its own like section.
And it's so beautiful.
It's exquisite.
But how many years old is this?
About at least 3,000 years old.
Okay, well, we've got to know that just the Earth's surface has had to shift in some time. That's like, I don't know. That's
Bronze Age.
Bronze Age.
Yeah. But what's
Wow.
interesting
Fun,
is
Sue.
where this,
Nice.
but
And what does
what's-
it say? Where is it in Oxfordshire?
yes, Uppington. And what's interesting is the name, loosely translated, they call it white horse, but really it's Eponia, where we get the term pony, Eponia. And what's interesting about this is the spirit of Epona is, you know the saying, coming in on a white horse? You know, like
Yeah.
someone, this is
what
where,
I did earlier.
like she did, yeah. This is actually where it came from. It's the spirit of a white horse. The spirit of a white horse has been likened to one of my favorite.
Rhiannon.
Yes,
Yes.
it has been likened to the spirit of Rhiannon
Ah.
because she was known as the Great Queen.
And that's
and-
who Stevie Nicks wrote that song about.
Exactly. And I wanted to say how incredible this is because, you know, many years ago, we were not a patriarchal society. We were a matriarchal society, meaning that
The way it should have been.
women were prayed to for the fact that they were life givers and that they knew how to harness nature. And you do
It
not,
should be.
Yeah, go ahead and harness it. That's right.
and nature should not be controlled. It should be harnessed and cajoled and worked with out of respect. And
Agreed.
that is really where, in fact, the old saying, respect the king, fear the queen. You know, throughout history, kings have always been noted as, like, some have been great, some have been terrible, but no one has had much profound respect for the queen the same way. I mean, you just don't want to mess with a pissed off queen.
On any level.
They remember, and they're cunning and strong. But if you do this, I found this information on, some basic wealth mythology of what Rhiannon stood for. If you read some of the detail of it and listen to the lyrics of the song of Rhiannon,
Yep.
you can see some of this magical spirit flowing through the song. And, it's funny, when I always listened to the Fleetwood Mac song, I always thought it was kind of like a soft, cool song. But if you ever want to see how badass Stevie Nicks is,
She's
put
bad.
on YouTube, look up a live 1976 or a 77 concert. This,
That's awesome.
I mean, we watched it yesterday. What a badass she is.
Yeah.
I saw them in the 70s.
Yeah.
I have always loved Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I even loved them before Stevie Nicks and Lindsey Buckingham was in the band when they had Bob Welsh as a singer. I had the Bare Trees out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Very cool.
So, when did you see her? What, in 78, you said?
Yeah, about 78, yes.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
What a great time. So over the weekend, remember I kept on priming you up, saying that I had this kind of strange coincidence that took place.
This is amazing. We had one last week with the owls
I
and
know.
the tarot cards, and now check this out.
So
Okay.
we're at the farmer's market, and I noticed a woman putting out signs to go, to look at an open art studio next door, right to where we get our food. And I don't know what, it was just enchanting. I said, you know what, let me go take a look at the art. So I go upstairs and I look at the art, and honestly, I'm struck with this painting.
It's a woman.
Wow. Here, I can make it bigger.
Here, I'm going to make it bigger too.
There you go. Okay. Then you've got something. Okay, there.
So this painting really just kind of, I was talking to the artist whose name is Diana Perot, and we were talking about all of these great coincidences about this show because we were talking about the show. And I told her that we were going to be talking about Rhiannon. And she says, really? She goes, oh, I have to show you this painting. And this painting used to be called Rhiannon. She renamed it because somebody in the art gallery made some statement that for some reason they didn't get it. So she changed the name to Unchanged. Oh, no, excuse me, Unaffected. It's called now Unaffected. And I said, well, what was going through your life at the time when you painted this thing? You know, what was your inspiration of this painting? And through a long story, she told me it was about her, about how she was really, you know, had to find her inner strength being a single mom of 3. And it was beautiful and strong. And I said, you know, it's incredible because a lot of people don't know this, but Rhiannon, the spirit of Rhiannon, has been likened to the spirit of Diana, the goddess of the moon and the hunt in Greece. And her name is Diana. The painting used to be called, and now she changed it back to Rhiannon because of this experience that we shared together. And I just thought it was so cool.
But what I thought was so incredible, and so did Brad, is you have this green background, this almost grass green, just like in the original Aponia sculpture in the mountain or wherever the grounds, and you have a long, lean human, even though it's a woman. It's kind of amazing that how coincidentally
It just kept on linking up.
they are so similar in their own way, and she had no idea when she.
Yeah.
So anyway, I thought it was very
And-
interesting,
and
and,
if you-
there was an interesting coincidence.
That's
There you go.
yeah. That's
yeah, and
yeah.
Rhiannon was a Welsh witch. I've heard
Yeah.
Stevie Nicks tell that story. She was reading a book about a Welsh witch, and
Yes.
that horse was in Wales, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, this is like
A
woo.
lot of weird stuff
Yeah.
going on
I
out there,
know.
kids.
But it's a fascinating piece that Sue Licente originated for
Yes.
us to look up, and oddly enough, it linked back to Stevie Nicks and Rhiannon, the song. So, I mean, that was pretty cool, Sue.
Yep.
You know,
Ding,
Bravo.
ding, ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
I've never even. Who is that album by?
What album?
That horse is on.
Oh. Oh,
XTC.
XTC.
Is that like an old band or?
Well,
They've been around.
Yeah.
They've been around.
Yeah.
And so this should, the name of the album that she pointed out is called English Settlement. Well, if you think about it, it's, you know, that piece has been there before England was England.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it kind of
Well-
looks like those horses that you were showing me today on your.
Oh, no, don't spoil that.
Yeah.
She saw
Think about that.
she noticed some horses that she
After you-
hasn't seen before.
That's right.
Anyway,
And so the next image that was brought to our attention was from one of your guests with the last name of Murphy. And this
Gail.
is,
Gail. That's the pie cake and
Yeah, she sent us a pie
yeah.
cake.
Have you ever heard of that? Do you know what that is? Pie caking?
no.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's part pie.
It's part pie. It's two
pecan pie, pumpkin pie.
and
I
cake
thought
and
Is-
cake and apple pie filling and it's
Cinnamon buttercream
it's
holding it all together.
insane. It's all packed into one big thing. It's
Yeah.
They need to call it the Trajerkin of bakery.
That's exactly what it
That's
is.
exact-
It's the
yep.
Tadurkin or whatever it is of it's
We read the story today.
it's a crazy
yeah,
thing.
the baker where they were making fun of
They were goofing on that thing,
Tudorkins, and they
and
said
they
let's make a
put
pie
together
caking.
this pie caking.
And it
that has something to do with this.
She
No.
she's
She sent it to us.
she sent it to us.
today
Oh, that's so nice.
for Thanksgiving.
Oh, she sent you a pie.
Yeah.
A
Oh.
pie.
A pie cake in here. Look, look, hang on. Let me. I get you. I have
And we
things.
had a pie caking with Stephen and James.
Yeah,
Thanksgivings
you
ago.
know Stephen and
Where
James.
are we for all of this yummy?
Oh, wow. That does look good.
Wait, just
you
wait.
Can see the layers.
Wait.
Wow.
Man.
It's two different
That's
kinds
the
of
real
pie
deal.
in there.
Look at that. That's pumpkin pie and
Pecan
pecan
pie,
pie and spice
spice
cake and apple pie filling. It's a very
held together by a cinnamon buttercream.
yeah, with oat nuts on the back and apple pie filling on the top.
Yes, pie caking.
Pie caking. There you go.
It's like the Willy Wonka never-ending gobstopper. It has
Yeah.
all the
It
flavors.
has everything.
It is very, very similar. It's very, very similar to that. But I'm sorry. And so you have big.
So this is Gail's crest, right?
Yeah. This is yeah.
So Gail and
Yeah.
you have something in common.
What?
Check
What?
this out. Do you see?
Uh huh.
Okay, I want you. Oh, sorry about that. Here, there we go. Let's go back to Murphy. There we go. I want you to take a look at the lions that you have there
Yep.
in her crest,
Feather on the hind leg.
and you see the shape of this lion is the same. And then I have your second crest logo. The lion is the same in each one. Hand me the big book. Yes. I mean, it's a two-hander.
Oh man.
Wait, you have two different crests?
Well, they're probably from different houses of it.
Did you send two different
Check
crests?
this out.
Yeah.
See all the different varieties of the shaping.
Yep. Look
Well,
at that.
Wow.
The one that you have is called a rampart lion.
Rapper like
Rampart.
a ramper. Okay.
Like he's ramming it down, and that's exactly what the shape is. This was excluded for the House of Families that have proved themselves in battle over and over again. It was a call to arms to say, listen, we are the king's people. We have a big army. Come and get them. It was an absolute assault of strength. And it was to be respected when you saw this particular lion. This lion is found on almost all English heraldry. And even though you're Italian, this has English lineage because during Henry V. Oh, wait. During Henry V.
Oh.
Not you yet. During Henry V. And this is Mr. Entwistle's.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sign of Agincourt.
Right. So do you see this Agincourt right there on the bottom on what's called the motto line? That's the family's motto. I haven't been able to decipher the motto just yet because I had to talk to somebody and it didn't work out. But I can say the Agincourt, that was the gateway of Henry V during the 100 Years' War, closing it down and winning it for England and bringing everything through.
Well, that makes all the sense in the world. That was, John used to tell. We went to a place.
Yeah, that castle.
Yeah, we went to.
The bar. The
Well,
restaurant.
he went. Yeah, we went to a
Yeah.
pub. I forget what the name of it was. It doesn't matter. It was one of those long, forever English drives in the countryside, and then you come to this place that's lit up in the middle. It's like a Frankenstein movie. But you come to this place and it's lit up, and there's cars. And it's like, thank God. I thought they were going to just drop me off, and that was, And so we go inside, and he goes, come here, look at this. And we go down these stairs, like, you built these stairs a little small, guys. I'm just saying. Narrow stairs with, like, layers of stone, hundreds of years old. And we go down to the bottom, and it's a dungeon, like a for real dungeon. It's ridiculous. And John said... He said to me, the first time I went down here, he said, I got stunned like I had been here before. And then he told us he went to a castle, another castle somewhere in the area, and he felt like he had been there, like...
A prisoner in their dungeon.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
So, he would have... I'm sure he
In a
knew
past
whatever it was
life.
there was to know, but that, on a personal note, he was, moved by that.
So what is some of the parts of this
Right.
name? Do you know what any of it means, honey?
Bits and pieces, and we'll start off with so the lion always, strength will go in, you can imagine the imagery, but in the center line of this right here, it's difficult to see, but there are 3 branches of wheat stalks.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Okay, yeah, I see them.
Henry the
I liked all the different lions that you showed. That was amazing.
yeah, and each one of those lions have a different persona of the family in which it represents.
Oh, I know. There was the one lion that was waving and
So
smiling at
you
everybody.
already have these books, or like?
No, he went out and
These are
got them
mine.
today. They just showed up from Amazon.
Man, I'm impressed.
So the wheat is symbolizing the gift of life,
Oh.
Abundance.
abundance, and you see that in a lot of
Jewelry.
jewelry, which
The
we'll get in
engraving.
another time. But yeah,
like engraving on jewelry, they use the wheat symbol frequently for abundance of life. You're getting married,
Right,
have
we see it
children.
a lot in bridal jewelry. You see it a lot in Native American culture as well.
Yeah,
That's great.
What? Cool.
Yeah.
So
and then the red and white is typically designed for faith and purity.
so she's got a good.
Wow, that's a good crest.
Yeah.
And what about the helmet?
The helmet is typical 16th century English
Just like
from that era. That's where this.
So it makes it English.
Mhm.
So her family were wealthy
I should have brought
warriors.
pictures. I should have brought show and tell,
What?
the tour book.
Here, check this out.
Yeah.
All this stuff, all the swords and stuff. What is that?
Like,
Oh, wait a minute.
Do you see the helmet? How it looks similar to yours?
Oh yeah, it does.
Yes, I do.
Like
Yeah.
a crown.
Yeah, this is the English Henry V crest.
Wow.
and a unicorn.
Yes.
And a unicorn, yeah.
Yeah, there is a unicorn.
Wow.
So yours has that helmet as well, and now
Does that symbolize something?
that helmet is English. That helmet is from the 1700s, and that helmet is significant in the fact of it was denoting the sophistication of the armory. So this was like a message to all you people who want to play, who want to challenge them at that time, the kingdom. This is what you're going to be dealing with, the most sophisticated armory that was available at the time.
Yeah. So
I like that.
yeah. So,
Now-
you came from a long line of badasses.
Speaking of,
Well, I like
yes.
Oh, yeah, there's one. God.
I was picking your brain on this one today, and tell us a little bit about what this means to you.
Well, back in the 70s, I was introduced by one of my best friends to the Chinese martial arts, Shaolin, Tai Chi, Bagua, Xingyi, all these different internal and external styles. And we studied with somebody who really had heritage in the arts and was acknowledged by the Gosu Wei of the Republic of China that his martial arts were pure. And so when we moved on in our training, I was in it for years and years and years. We got to join this because he certified that the martial arts that we learned, the Kung Fu or the Xingyi or whatever it was, was pure, was the real thing from the small forest, from the Shaolin Temple and
Wow.
3,000 years ago and all that.
Well, hold on.
Susan, she writes the stuff.
I have books everywhere. So this book chronicalizes 25 of the top martial masters of the system that I belong to. And this is my instructor, Mr. Lee Wedlake. He is a master of the system. And you love this picture of who was also in our system, another great rocker, Elvis Presley.
Oh, right, and
yeah, that's
right, and I anytime I ever see that, I remember stone.
Yeah, Priscilla had an affair with him.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether the pitcher hits the stone or the stone hits the pitcher. It's going to be bad for the pitcher.
Yeah, that's right. I love it.
Yeah, so yeah, well,
You
anyway.
So
So
you come from a fierce long line of warrior kingdom style of humans.
exactly. See?
Well, it was, I'll tell you what, when we were in all that in the 70s and however long, I mean, we were in it privately because we couldn't, anyway. It was just amazing what you learned and what you were exposed to, and how much it influenced the decisions I made in my life, and it was a great experience. And so to be part of that, one of I don't think there's more than 250 people from the United States that have that. But so it's just
it's an honor.
yeah, it's an honor for me. That's for sure. I mean, that was a lot of work, and it's weird because the horses around the outside look like that
Yes.
horse that's in.
On that album cover that you showed.
Well, the reason why horses are so significant to martial training, martial philosophy in China, Asia is because of during Mongol China era, Genghis Khan,
Oh,
the most feared ruler ever. What he did was very unique, different than any other military ever in history. It was a traveling cavalry that really brought nothing with them other than bare essentials, and they would set up brief camps, and then they would terrorize towns to absolute oblivion.
They were not pleasant.
Yeah, we saw Marco Polo. Have you
Oh,
seen
yeah.
that show? And it
Yeah.
was about what was his name? Kubla Khan.
Kubla Khan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they showed all
but
of that.
that's
I
not.
call her Kubla Khan when she's back.
You were gone, okay. I get that. Yeah, no, it was interesting to learn all that and get that perspective on things, because it totally erases anything other than all the positive things that it's dedicated to. So it was a good thing for me.
Yeah, and when you brought up this to me, I was so fascinated with it. Mainly because I don't know if you can zoom in on the top portion of it, but there's like this arm
Yeah,
with a head, and it's like lifted off.
that's what I wanted you to
And
tell them. Okay.
and I said to Colby, I said, this is a really interesting symbolism. And she's like, yeah, why is there like a decapitated dude at the top? That's really funky. And that's actually the king. And he's not decapitated. What is the symbol is of the king is above all whom we must serve.
Oh.
And-
So if you have this family crest, in other words, you are saying to people that your family respects the king and the kingdom above all and puts them first
Right. It's dedication.
to that kingdom.
Yeah, fierce dedication.
So that
Wow.
And so, you sent this one to me.
Because I was going through my images, and I noticed that I don't remember whether it was us that was talking about that cross.
The Iron Cross, right?
Yeah, the Iron Cross.
Yeah, it was us. With
Check
Dreyer.
this out. Before we even can get to the cross, we have something really obvious to talk about. I want you to take a look at the shape of that wood construction that it's in.
Oh yeah,
Tell me if there's anything similar in shape that you see.
yeah, I see. Absolutely do.
Okay, so that's a coffin, or a symbolistic coffin.
Freemasons.
And that's why it says rigor mortis sets in, which is kind of like one of these, that's kind of morbid. I mean, not many people talk about rigor mortis for fun.
He
He had a black sense of humor. Isn't
Let me
that
tell you
black
he was
humor? He was funny, but
he was dark as it
funny.
could be.
Yeah.
Well, you
And-
said that he was a Mason.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is going to unearth a little bit more information. In Masonry, there is something called a chamber of reflection that many of them have. And it is a small area that they use a skull to stare into. We briefly touched on this on the very first show about staring into your own mortality and saying to yourself, what am I doing with my life before I meet this end? And that's actually a Stoic philosophy. The Stoics, this is their entire mantra is, if I died tomorrow, what would I leave behind? And
But they do it in a creepy way.
Oh, absolutely.
Because I'm not saying women aren't into it, but your average woman probably wouldn't want to stare into, a skull. I mean, Lori, how do you feel about it?
Well, she just actually walked out to grab something for me to show to you.
Oh, okay.
She might have her own skull. Hopefully, if I'm lucky.
But it's true that it's so interesting.
So
How do I feel about what?
Okay, yeah. How do you?
Into a skull. I mean, is that something like? I just think that's such a man type of thing that they would do. I don't know.
I know a lot of women that like skulls.
Oh, would stare into the skull? You think they would do it?
I don't even. No. That's not for me. I like flowers.
Yeah, me too. little bit of light imagery.
Yeah.
That's one of them is Henry VIII, and the other one is
dining room.
That's John's.
Right. Oh wow. That's John.
Yeah. Well, that'd be John and Pridden, and I don't know who else is there.
Those swords.
Yeah, the broadswords. But there's all kinds of shit. Look at all those. Those are weapons.
Yeah, he's got a nice little armory there.
Is this because?
Yeah, that's the extension of. Yeah.
Yes.
That's Oh, there's a better picture of those guys.
Oh wow.
Oh, and look at there's
His crest.
the crest on the right.
Yeah.
Wow. So cool.
Yeah, but there's a skull. There's some skull stuff in here.
So you asked me about the cross.
The cross.
Right, the cross.
Rigor mortis. What's your mic?
Right.
So we're gonna jump right to this. Check this out. That cross is this cross. This cross is known as a Templar cross, the Knights Templar.
Mm-hmm.
And, we don't have enough time to discuss all that goes with them, but the mythic Knights Templar have been, throughout history, one of the most misunderstood orders of time. And they've, some people have looked at them as villains. They've been even charged as, as heretics, and many of them were lined up and slaughtered. And many of them are venerated as mystics and great keepers of the Ark of the Covenant. Oh. So there are many, many secrets to learn about the Templars and what they stood for. And that's where the Masons and the Templars have much in commonality of their symbology.
So basically, John is telling people by his album cover that he was a Mason. He had that same coffin, the same cross.
So what did that cross mean specifically? As I know they all have different meanings.
I will never say I know what that means, because only a fool would challenge all of the interpretations that are out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's yeah.
But I can tell you this: X marks the spot comes from there, because if you notice, it's an equilateral cross. It's not a top-heavy cross or a bottom-heavy cross, and the flared edges can be triangulated to the Maltese cross. The Maltese cross, the cross of Malta, is the headquarters of the Knights Templar, and also the Knights of Malta.
Which was the surfer cross, by the way. If you were a surfer and you had the Maltese cross in your car and you went to the spot, and people knew that you were,
You knew your business.
Yeah, well, yeah, you were there. You were part of the, you were supposed to be there.
Yeah.
So
So,
these
yeah.
are like the California surfers.
Well, I don't know. I never made it that far.
No, but California surfers,
Yeah.
that whole Dogtown, I don't know if you know about that, but that was like a surfer.
Yeah.
The whole skate culture came
Yeah.
out of that because a guy invented wheels with urethane instead of the hard, skate wheels that everybody was using.
But they would fight over
Yeah.
the break in the waves.
Yeah,
like
they
if
were.
the outsiders would come,
no
they would
visitors
They
allowed.
would beat the shit out of them.
But we're digressing. It's just too much pot luck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much pot, not enough luck.
So, we didn't intend to go across the pond over to England and talk about all of the ancients and how it came through and how it relates to rock, but somehow it all wound up there tonight. Potluck was, and remember, we could have no Thanksgiving if it wasn't for the people across the pond. So we thank you.
Thanks.
Happy
Thank
Thanksgiving.
you, Sue Lucente, for starting us off on
That's
this
right.
path.
Well, I
This is
should
also strange, especially-
I should tell you something. I was touring with Leslie West. We were doing a tour of. We did the whole, not the whole country, but all the way up to the North Sea, all the way down to Southampton
In England.
in England. And I forget where we were. Well, I don't remember what town we were in, but I saw the steps that the pilgrims walked down to get on the Mayflower.
Wow.
I mean, and they were worn out. Like it was
in the middle.
they're solid. Yeah, I'm sure there's a picture of it somewhere. I didn't have a camera with me at the time.
Yeah, there were no cell phone cameras.
It was, I mean, it's like how many people had to walk down these stairs to wear this stone out, and it was some kind of I don't know, some kind of shiny. I don't really know what kind of stone it was, but I guess I could look it up. But it was just amazing because right at the bottom of it, the water was splashing right up on the bottom steps. And then if you raised your head up, it was like that's what they saw, only with no cell phones, with no radar, no Coast Guard, no.
It was Plymouth.
Wow.
And-
Fascinating. What a great experience. How it's
Oh,
incredible.
it was amazing. It really put it into perspective standing there, as I was alone at the time. I don't remember even where anybody else was, but it was a Sunday, and there was nobody on the street, and I thought to myself, could I have been the one who didn't get on the boat, and here they left me behind? It was a remarkable experience. It really was cool.
Yeah. Wow. So with that, happy
With that,
Thanksgiving,
yeah.
everybody.
Happy
We have
Thanksgiving.
much to be thankful for.
We do.
We
Yes,
certainly
and my
do.
relatives on my father's side came over on the Mayflower.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Was that the Audubons?
I don't know if so. I mean,
She's related to John Audubon,
I am,
too.
yeah.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah. My mother, my aunt had a book made of my father's side of the family, and I looked at it, and yeah, I'm related to John Audubon. And yeah, I guess that's the same ones that came over on the Mayflower.
Well, some of them came over.
It
on
wasn't
the
my
Mayflower.
mother's side; it was my father's side
Yeah.
of the family.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's Angus.
Angus.
Back. Hey everybody, how you doing, Brad? Hey Colby.
Shouldn't you have turkeys running around behind you tonight instead of fish?
I do have a turkey. I do have a turkey.
Don't get him started,
Oh my God.
please. Don't get him started.
We don't do turkeys and rock.
Yeah, but
Brad and Colby, Gail and Sue said thank you so much for doing this, and they both thought it was very interesting and
Oh,
fascinating.
yay. Well, thank you
That was
for
great.
your
Thank
participation.
you for the question.
Yeah, that was great.
And Gail said to tell you guys happy
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
yep. You're getting a lot of happy Thanksgivings and smiles, and
So there you go.
so there you go.
Alright.
Very good.
Well, listen, we can't wait for next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, us too. Do you have a plan, or
You know,
What's the plan?
don't go with just go with it? Just
If I come up with something, I'll let you know.
We'll figure it out.
If it'll pick me.
Hey, it's all good. Whoop! What happened?
To what?
This. Watch. They just go away. Zip.
What? Where'd they go?
Brad, Colby. Oh
What
well.
happened
They
to it?
left?
They just
in
bailed.
midstream?
Maybe their iPad died or something.
Oh.
I don't know. But anyway, that was very
We got some
interesting.
stars.
So, thank you. Yes.
Thank you. Star.
I got Char stars?
Sure stars.
Yeah, Char stars. There they are.
Okay.
Well, yes.
Yes.
What's up?
Hey,
You're up.
you're up.
I like this hat. This is
Yeah,
my.
like that
it's
hat,
really
too.
nice there, Toby.
So,
You got it from Brett Michaels.
all right. So we'll
No,
just.
that's Fret Michaels.
All right, we'll jump right into it.
Okay, let's jump.
All right, jump right into it. On Tuesday, tomorrow, we
Yes.
have. Where is he?
Oh, we don't know.
He's
Greg Dreyer, saxophone. Wait, this guy plays saxophone, flute, Hammond organ, and other keys, and sings. All right, he's from New York area.
Yeah.
When I went on his Facebook page, he's got a lot of the same friends that I have, including a lot of the people that played in Full House that he's friends with. So I'm thinking that this guy may have even played with Full House a couple of times. Now,
okay.
different horn players would come in and out all the time, depending on the job. And I didn't get to meet all of them. But he's played and recorded with people like James Hunter, Warren Hayes, Keith Richards. Now, that's going to be a good one to ask him about.
Yeah, that would be great.
And he also owns the Mighty Todd Studios in Brooklyn. You ever hear them?
I don't know the Mighty Todd Studios, but
Yeah.
if you have a studio if you have a commercial studio and it's doing business, you're a big deal.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing myself when I was reading it, but there's a whole bunch of other people he's also played with. I think he's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Cool. Craig Dreyer.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that.
Now, Wednesday, I think some of the people that watch your show are probably going to know who he is, because he was a staple on the Long Island music scene, tri-state music scene, for a lot of years. That's Doug Hoffler from the band Mazarin.
Oh, right. I remember the band. I don't, of course, like I remember all that stuff.
And is he the singer or
It's-
guitar
Yeah, he's the
player?
Oh, he looks familiar though. And that I thought it was Mazarin. I thought they were.
Steve, is he the singer or the
Yeah,
guitar
well,
player?
that's right. I thought that their names, when I first met them in their early 80s, I thought they were Doug and Mark Mazarin. Mark, his brother, is the drummer in the band. You know?
Okay, and what's
That's
this
what they
guy
always
do?
called him. It wasn't until years later that somebody called and said, nah, his name is Hoffler. Last name is Hoffler, not Mazarin.
Because I thought I knew Mark Mazarin.
Yeah, he's a drummer. And yeah. This is another picture of him here. Nah.
Okay, I'm
That's
going to
a-
pull another Al DeMelli
Yeah.
if I don't find
Yeah.
out. What, is he the singer, guitar player? What does he do?
That's what I said. He's the singer, the lead singer, the guitar player.
Okay, singer, guitar player.
Yeah, he's the leader of the band. No,
Got it.
Tommy Williams was in that band for many years. And I-
Also a guitar player.
yeah. Tommy Williams was in there for a long time. He was a little kid when he started with them.
Wow, cool.
Oh, Brad and Colby just sent a message. Hey Steve, we lost you. Please tell the audience we didn't mean to hang up abruptly. And happy Thanksgiving, and we will see you next week. Okay, everybody?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, no, they texted that in, so I pasted it into the.
Oh, okay.
So everybody can get the message.
There you go.
Okay, go ahead there. Carry on there,
That would be
Scooter.
it, because Thanksgiving we have off, and Friday is free for all Friday.
What?
We have Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yeah,
Thursday is off, and Friday is free for all Friday.
that's right.
Wow, so you had an easy week, huh?
But, hey, it's not that easy. Okay, so listen, wait. So you know his brother.
I know Mark Mazarin. I can't remember from where, but yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm not going to say anything, or
He might show up on there. I don't know. He might show up. Who knows? All right. So then,
might show up.
and then I have this little thing. Wait a minute.
Who might show
he's
up?
got something.
Yeah, it's just my little Thanksgiving contribute. Yeah, just check. Yeah, here you go.
What is
Look.
I didn't get a chance to put music to it. I was afraid to. Might get flagged.
Yeah, don't want to get
Look
flagged.
at that. Look at that.
Because you can only get flagged 3 times on YouTube, which the show is airing on, and then they pull you.
Look how, wow.
Yes. There you go. How was that?
Yeah, that's great.
Nope, Remy is spelled wrong.
Don't trouble.
Okay, so
Man, that's like I tell you what, that's one of those songs that just the minute I hear it, there's a bunch of images that come at the same time, but I'll never. That's amazing for me. That song.
Yonkers Farms, one of my favorites. That is too. But anyway, all right, that's it for me. I'm gonna go.
All right.
That's it. Well, listen.
Stars.
Thanks for coming down. No jokes.
Hit the star.
It's okay. There's this old man, and he says to his wife, "Look, I worked all my life, and I saved all this money. Okay, and so listen, promise me when I die, you'll take all my money and you'll put it in the casket next to me, because I want to take it into the next life with me. You've got to promise me, all right, with all your heart, that you're going to put all my money in the casket with me." And she says, "I promise you." She goes, "I'm a good Christian. I will do exactly what you're asking me to do. I promise I'll put all that money in there." So one day he dies. She's sitting there she's sitting there at the wake in black with a friend next to her. And at the end of it, when they're getting ready to close the casket, she says, "Wait a minute." Takes his shoebox and she puts it in the casket next to him. She says, "All right, you can go." They close the casket, they take it away, and her friend says, "You didn't really put all that money in there, did you?" And she says, "Like I said, I'm a good Christian. I made him a promise. I told him I was going to put all his money in the casket with him." And she goes, "That's ridiculous. What's he going to do with it?" She goes, "I had to do it." She goes, "I took all his money. I went down to the bank. I put it in the account, and I wrote him a check."
Oh.
I like the one you told the other night about Goodbye Grandpa. The little girl.
Yeah. You want me to tell that one real quick?
Yeah, please.
Yeah, tell that one. That was a good one.
I gotta remember it.
You don't remember it.
Okay. All right, I remember. Yeah, the guy, he puts his daughter to bed, his little girl to bed, and reads her a bedtime story, and then she has to say her prayers. At the end of the prayer, she says, "God bless Mommy, God bless Daddy, God bless Grandma, goodbye Grandpa." And he goes, "Goodbye Grandpa?" And she says, "Yeah, I don't know, it just came out. It just came out like that." So a couple of days later, the grandfather dies. He's like, "Oh, that has to be a coincidence or something like that." So a little while later, he takes his daughter to bed again. She says her prayer, says, "God bless Mommy, God bless Daddy, goodbye Grandma." He goes, "What? Again?" Next day, the grandmother dies. He's like, "All right, this is weird. She must have a connection with the other side or something like that. I don't know what's going on here." So a couple of weeks go by. He puts her to bed again. She says her prayer. She says, "God bless Mommy, goodbye Daddy."
Uh-oh.
He's like, "Oh my God, what do I do?" He didn't sleep all night. The next morning, he went to his job, to his office. Didn't leave his office all day. He ordered lunch out. He didn't want to go anywhere. He stayed there until almost midnight. And he says, all right, he finally went home. And he gets home, his wife is like, "Wow, you haven't worked late in a long time." He goes, "Oh," she goes, "I just had the worst day of my life." She goes, "You think you had a bad day? Our mailman dropped dead right on our front porch."
That's a good one, Angus.
goodness gracious. Should I tell him about the parrot?
I don't know which one that is.
Got a couple of parrots. Got a couple of parrots.
If not, no, none that are really nasty.
None that are really
None
nasty.
that are really nasty.
You know the one.
No, I don't.
No.
Oh, freezer?
Huh?
Freezer?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
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 Old lady living in, suburban life by herself. Everybody's passed on. She decides she's going to get herself a parrot. So she goes down to the parrot store and she picks up a parrot and she says to the guy, I want him to talk because, I need the company. I'm pretty lowly. So, does he talk? Yeah, he talks. And so she takes him home and she puts him on his little stand and he's there and she's walking around, kind of waiting for him to relax a little bit. She says, Polly, Polly, want a crack?
Get your inhaler ready, Angus.
And the bird says, hey, fuck you. And she says, what? She's in shock. So she said, I'm not having any more of that kind of talk in my house. And the parrot says, eat shit. So she said, that's it. And she said, you're being punished. She goes into the kitchen and she puts him in the freezer. Right? The parrot's freezing. He's in the dark. He can't see shit. He's walking back and forth. And she takes him out. And he's got some frost on his wings and he's kind of shivering. And she says, I hope you learned your lesson. And he said, fuck you. She's... So she said, that's it. And she grabs him again. She puts him back in the freezer, right? And he's pacing back and forth. She's leaving him in there for a while now. And he's really starting to freak out, right? It's getting cold. He's got frost on his wings. He's freaking, right? So she takes him out, right? And he's laying in her hand. Laying in her hand, like still like
Throws it.
and she starts to feel bad, right? And she says, all right, are you okay? And he says, hey, eat shit. And she said, that's it. So she puts it back in the freezer, right? And she leaves him in there like for a really long time. And he's pacing back and forth, trying to stay warm. And all of a sudden his eyes start to adjust to the light. And he sees a frozen turkey and he goes, what'd you do, ask for a blowjob?
Oh God! Oh, that was
Oh,
great.
God. All right.
Oh man!
I told
Oh,
you to get your inhaler.
yeah, you need that inhaler. Oh, my God.
Shit.
I'm lost. It's a further walk to the bedroom.
Oh, wow.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, well, there you
that's the
go.
end of the
Yep. All right. So we'll check in
thanks,
tomorrow.
Angus.
Thanks, Angus. Good show, bro.
See you, Lori. Goodbye, everybody.
show.
Take care, man. Oh, God.
All right. Good show tonight.
Oh, yeah, real good show. I got a few miles out of the old parrot joke.
Yes, you did.
Which one did you think I was going to tell?
The one where the sons gave the lady things.
Oh.
That's one for another time.
Yeah, they could
That one's not dirty.
handle that.
No, you know what? You
I'm-
run over. It's 10 after 8.
I'm not
Say-
running over. I'm going. You know what? I feel like having a classic salad.
Good idea. All right, so tomorrow night, everybody, we have saxophone player, flute player, has played with Warren Haynes, Keith Richards. His name is Craig Dreyer. So, tune in tomorrow night.
Which was my grandmother's maiden name. Oops. Okay.
Okay, so,
If I don't see you in the future, I'll see you in the pasture.
good night, everybody.